welcome to It Ain't What You Do, It's the Way That You Do It. A little sequence of reminders. So we're going to look at board 1 from the previous week, and everybody bid 4 spades. It's lovely to see. So just a reminder here, you've got 5-5, so with equal length suits you open the higher, with the exception being holding 4 spades and 4 hearts when you bid the lower. So there we go. You would have opened a spade, and you all did, except one who opened the hearts. And I don't care that the quality of the hearts is better, you open the higher suit. And you must overcall, North must overcall with this hand. A reminder about the suit quality, the overcall suit quality test. You need 2 of the top 3 or 3 of the top 5 in order to make an overcall. And with that hand, I'm sure most people can overcall, and they would overcall 2 diamonds. So over to East, and there's the East's hand, and they're going to feel that I have to do something. You can't show the clubs because the level has risen too high. You would have to bid 3 clubs, so you can't do that. It would show totally overstating your hand. So you treat it like the dustbin bid, and you give support, minimal support, to your partner's opening suit. So remember, the vast majority of times your partner will open a major with 5. So you can support with 3. 2 spades, minimal support. And with this powerful hand, West is going to find 4 spades, and that's what you all did. You all found 4 spades. So let's have a look at the lead. Did the lead influence what was done? Well, normally you would choose the other major, but not from a doubleton, because top of a doubleton is a bad lead unless your partner bid the suit. Otherwise, you're likely to be leading straight into declarer's strength. So, not the 9 of hearts. But then you're all very consistent. You chose the top of 2 honours, the ace of clubs. So why did these people fail and these people make over tricks? Because it can't be on the lead, because the majority of you made the same lead. So when the ace of clubs is led, you would then see dummy, and there's dummy. And the thing to note about dummy is, if you then played the king, you will promote the queen, jack, 10 and 7. All they have to do is draw trumps, get back into this hand, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 tricks just waiting to be picked up. So it would be a very bad plan to continue with the king, and you have to what's called switch suit. So which suit should you choose? So the reminder, you don't set up declarer's long suit. In this case, you keep a guard. You protect their entry to that suit. So what should be the switch? Well, we've already got rid of the hearts some way. So I think I would normally have told you to make an opening lead at the top of a broken sequence or a sequence. But that's the opening lead. And the opening lead has already been made. So you then risk the king of diamonds being made. If you lead either the ace or away from the ace here, the top of the sequence, if the king was held over here, it's going to make. If you have the lead come through this way, the king is never going to make. So playing a diamond would be a bad move, because it would set up declarer's king, and lo and behold, the king is sat there. And most of you did this, and it gives them an extra trick. So because there's the king sat over there. So not the 9, we've already said that. It just sets up these roughing opportunities in dummy. So the conclusion inevitably is lead a trump. So the reminders from this particular bit: reduce the roughing opportunities in dummy. Look, they're clearly going to try and rough on those hearts. So reduce the number of times they can do it by leading a trump. You never lead an ace without the king. Well, that's a bridge never. And you don't lead away from an ace. You don't lead one of these from below the ace. That's called underleading. and you don't lead the top of a doubleton unless partner bid it. So we learnt quite a bit just from this one hand. So let's have a look at how it went from there on. So they played the ace, and you play low, and the 9 drops. So there's your trick. Now they switch. So you switch to the 7 of spades, middle up, down. So taking trumps now, declarer has to be aware that they need to keep an entry in order to get these clubs. So it affects the way that they play. So what they must do is take the trumps in this hand, protecting entries with the queen jack over here. So they play low and they take with the ace, and they now lead towards the jack. So a 3, let's play low, and the jack comes up and they win a second. Now let's try and drive out that king of clubs. So we play the queen, hoping the king will fall. If the king doesn't fall, then I play the jack, and I'll keep on doing it. So, but the king will fall. So we've kept the queen as an entry. So don't draw 3 rounds of trumps, because we now cross. We take the ace and king of hearts and make ourselves void, and we can now take a ruff and establish our winning clubs with all the trumps having gone. So reminders, don't try and finesse a heart around to there. You don't need to. You never finesse if you have the ace. What's the point? You're risking losing a trick when you'll certainly gain one. So, and never finesse into the danger hand. If the queen was held in this hand, it isn't, but if it were, then you would put yourself into the leading hand, which we spotted as the danger hand. So the reminders here. Plan. You must plan. Keep entries and don't block yourself. And most of you would have got blocked, and that's why they went down. And you have to think about which suit you're going to throw losers from. You don't necessarily throw the lowest card. You throw the suit where you have losers to reduce the number of losers you have. So now let's look at board 3. And the decision here was whether to play in no trumps or to play in a suit. Once again, equal length suits, and the reminder, with equal length suits you open the higher, except with 4 hearts and 4 spades. So here, you're going to open the higher one, which is spades, but some opened a club and got themselves into a terrible pickle. So here we go. We are going to open a spade, 1 spade. And they pass, and sat the other side, we have 4 spades. We have the 8 card fit that we're looking for. So we respond to our partner using the losing trick count to show our strength, which is 2 spades. So the reminder, with an 8 card fit, you agree to the level of the losing trick count. And once you've done that, you do not then show the no trumps. You have an 8 card fit. You are going to play in that suit. In the vast majority of times, it is correct to play in a suit with an 8 card fit rather than playing in no trumps. So we'll go straight to 4 spades with this hand, because remember, it's the better of points and losers. So even though the losers don't agree, you've got 17 points, you've got game. So let's have a look what happened. Well, plenty of you were in spades. Some of you didn't advance because you felt that you didn't use the better of losers and points, and some of you rebid no trumps, and you never bid no trumps if you found an 8 card fit. So, and Double Dummy says you can make 4 spades, but you can only make 2 no trumps. So that's the correct score up there. They got lucky. The opposition helped them. So opening incorrectly, let's have a look what happens if you open the lower one. You open a club that's sat their other side, and they then show the lower of equal length suits with 4 hearts and 4 spades. They show their spades, and you end up in 2 no trumps. You've got no option. So some only bid 1 no trump with that hand, and then they went on to 3 no trumps. And remember, Double Dummy says you can make 4 spades with an 8 card fit, but you can only make 2 NT. We are always looking for an 8 card fit preferably in a major. So let's have a look at board 4 and a reminder about the law of total trumps. With this hand, you're clearly going to open a diamond, and here's an overcall. Just a reminder again, the overcall suit quality test. You need 2 of the top 3, 3 of the top 5 to make a decent overcall. So we're going to overcall 1 spade, and here we have some hearts. So what do? We bid 2 hearts. And here is the support for the law of total trumps. The law of total trumps says that when you're competing, the number of tricks made equals the combined total of cards in your suit. So North's overcall must show 5 cards, not 4, 5. So South adds their 3 cards to North's 5, and they come up with the answer 8. Now, making 8 tricks gives you a contract at the 2 level. Remember, 6 tricks go to what's called the book, and then the tricks that you make after 6 are the level that you're playing at. So you would expect to make 2 spades, or at least overcall to the level of 2 spades. And this is what happened. Somebody overcalled up to the law of total trumps, and they made it. And they got a top board for it because the others did carry on competing. So a reminder, when overcalling a suit, you need a minimum of 5 cards in the suit. You need suit quality, 2 of the top 3, 3 of the top 5. Don't overcall with a 4-card suit. I don't care if it's the ace, king, queen, and jack. That's 4 tricks. It's only worth 4 tricks. So you must have 5, and I'll show you why. Firstly, it's illegal. Well, when I use the word illegal, it's an unfair bid. It misleads your partner, and your partner then is unable to use the law of total trumps to decide the level to which to advance, because they think you have 5, and if you overcall with 4, it's all going to go wrong. So remember, it is then the responding hand that decides the level of the overcall. You might have a decent 5-card suit, but don't keep bidding it if you've got 5 cards, because your partner would have decided the level based on the law of total trumps. So then you would only advance the overcall if the overcaller had more than 5 cards to show that you had 1 more. So board 4, competing in the law of total trumps. Losing trick count. Once you change the level at the 2 level, then the change of suit at the 2 level is showing an 8 loser hand. So on that basis, you can, and also by bidding at the 2 level, you're showing 5 hearts, you can bid 4 hearts. So that's the reminder on the losing trick count, changing of suit. So let's have a quick look at Checkback Stayman, something that we taught the week before. It's used when the rebid is in no trumps at whatever level, and a bid of 3 clubs is invoking Checkback Stayman. Here are the responses. 3 diamonds is negative. 3 hearts says you have support for hearts, but you don't have spades as an alternative. 3 spades says you don't have support for hearts, but you do have 4 spades, and 3 NT says, well, deuce. And so here, 3 clubs, you're holding 3 hearts. So it's option 2, 3 hearts, and they go on and bid 4 hearts, and 4 hearts is better contract than no trumps. Thank you very much. That's the end of this. Bye, everyone.